아무튼 이제 엔딩 각이 떴으니까 오늘 엔딩 봅시다. 빨리빨리 하자. 호라이즌도 나온 지가 언젠데 아직까지 붙잡고 있는 건 좀 그래. 기지 돌아가면 애들 또 말 한 바가지 하는 거 아니야?
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All is here. You know, your focus buddy who never smiles. I didn't know what to do with him, so I had him wait in your room.
Got it. Thanks. Well, Silence. Looks like you finally found a door you can
얼마 만에
open.
만나는 실물이야.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep.
저 팔에 저건 뭐지?
I
킬마크인가?
believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zenith base.
You're right.
널 위해 아르메니아 나이트 이야기를 준비했다고.
My spear in your throat for deceiving me again at the Hades proving lab.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now, I need your help. So I'm giving you one final chance. But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance. Understood?
Very well. Though we'll both face a decidedly short future if you can't get us inside that base.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
Thanks.
킬다였나? 걔였는가 보다.
The truth
어서
is,
오세요.
I can
빨리 해치우고
definitely get us into
도망가려고
the
일찍
base.
켰다고요? 아니 엔딩 볼 때 시간 부족할까봐 조금 일찍 켰어요.
She can.
The company you keep is even worse than I thought.
Not a fan of surprises, are you? Oh, look. That must be your little invention.
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
How can we be sure?
Care for a demonstration?
그러네. 쟤한테 실험해보면
Enough,
되겠네.
both of you. We're in this together, at least for now. Go talk to Erend. Tell him I said to give you rooms of your own. I'll come see you when I get a chance.
장비 봐.
Oh, no. You first.
서로 뒤를 노리고 있다고요?
So Tilda can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base.
한 대 모으래. 다 얘기하는 건가 봐. 이제 찐막인가?
You flew? Kotalo told me. And took out Regala's machines? You know what? I don't even know why I'm surprised. I saw we have visitors and a new weapon. Does this mean we're ready to take the fight to the Zeniths?
Almost. I suppose you saw that Tilda is here. Our very own Zenith.
I almost went up to her to ask her, well, every question I've ever had about the legacy. Every diviner
이제
I
또
know
대화 한
would kill
바가지
to get 5
풀겠구만.
minutes with one of the old ones. But now that she's here, all I feel is a vague unease. I don't know if I'm scared of finding out more uncomfortable truths or just scared of her. Probably both.
You sure you're okay going on this mission? I know things must be happening pretty fast for you.
이 대화에 담긴 철학을
Already braved
알겠냐고요?
oceans and
알겠냐고.
thought they were ancestors reborn. Why not a few immortals with lethal drones at their command too?
Guess the more the merrier.
동료 대화가 너무 고봉밥이야. 뭐 나쁜 건 아닌데 너무 한 번에 다 썰을 풀어버리니까.
Is it really safe having someone like Regala here? She seems angry. The kind of angry that leads to murdering people in their sleep.
Don't worry. We're going to point that anger in the right direction. the Zeniths.
If you say so.
I hope our new guests have been behaving.
This Silence, he's the one who built the weapon that can take down Zenith shields?
He is. Though I wouldn't expect him to answer any questions about it. He refuses to dole out his secrets to us lesser mortals.
Oh.
You know that special part of us that makes us warm, kind, welcoming?
Our spirit?
얼굴 가리기에는 끝까지 안 나오려나 봐요. 저게
He was
최선인가
born
봐.
without that. I need to wrap up a few
자기네들이 자신감 있게 만든 얼굴을 가리는
I'll be
아이템이
ready
나올
when
리가
you
없지.
call.
Aloy, it appears that we have some interesting new guests. I'm glad to see you're okay, though. I heard you gave the Tanakh something to talk about.
안녕하세요. 지아님 저 옛날 아이디 찾아서 기뻐요. 오늘도 재밌는 게임 부탁드려요.
아이 감사합니다.
Thoughts on our new Zenith acquaintance?
I'd say she smells like death, but even death smells of something. She's more like a cold piece of metal, bent on repelling all semblance of life.
She's definitely different. Ready to head over to the Zenith base?
Whatever comes, we will endure.
Have you talked to any of our new friends?
Aaron and I tried speaking to Silence, but apparently our tribal prattle is unnecessary.
Charming, isn't he? I have to go. I trust you to keep things civil around
어서
here.
오세요.
I'll make sure Aaron doesn't punch Silence in the face, if that's what you mean.
Thanks.
얘네는 일단은 너무 사상이 음흉해서 NPC들도 곱게
Aloy.
보이지가 않는 거지.
You came back with some interesting friends.
Wish I could say we don't need them, but Silence and Tilda are here for a reason. Even Regala.
Yeah. Enemy of my enemy and all that, right?
Right. You, talked to Tilda at all?
I tried. I don't think even a hot forge could melt that ice. And you say she wants to help?
I think so.
인성이 살짝 꼬여서 그렇게 보이는 거 아니냐고요? 아니거든요. 저는
Doesn't
보이는
look like
대로
any
볼
of our
뿐입니다.
guests are making trouble.
Yet. So, Katala tells me you flew. Well, that's new. I've been busting my balls trying to learn to read. You're out there having all the fun.
Don't worry. You'll be getting all the fun you can handle soon. With the Zeniths.
Looking forward to it.
I guess Silence is keeping to himself, as usual.
흑인 비율도 미국에서
I was
12%밖에
hoping
안
you'd give me an
된다고? 아
excuse
그래?
to hammer his
생각보다
sorry
많지가
ass to the
않구나.
ground.
Please don't.
네,
Tell me you
삼각전략
wouldn't want to get just one good hit on that
예정입니다.
smug face of his. After everything he's done.
Sure. Later. Right now, he's got something we need.
트라이앵글
I better
풀탐이
get going.
긴가요? 하긴
know where to
SRPG라서
find me.
그런가? 히스패닉? 하긴 거기는 뭐 가까우니까 많을 법하였는고.
라첼은 클랭크 리드 각본가 리벳은 공식적으로 레즈비언이다.
아 진짜 또 개떡같은 설정 좀 붙이지 말라 그래 진짜.
Bravo.
저런 거 너무 싫어.
You managed to sway a Zenith to your side. Care to explain?
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here.
전 세계 동성애자를 혐오하고 비하하는 발언을 했다고? 아니 솔직히 그거는 동성애자 비하나 그게 아니고 일반 이성애자를 차별하는 발언이야.
And as it seems you have found
솔직히 비율리 상식적으로 비율도 이성애자들이 훨씬 많은데 게임 주인공마다 막 죄다 막 레즈비언에 막 양성애자에다가 그게 그 말이 돼?
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zenith from Hades when you interrogated it.
차라리 공평하게
And you
그냥
came up with a
양성애자
plan to defeat
하든가.
them by using a Tanakh army and that weapon. And to get the Tanakh to fight for you, or rather the sons of Prometheus,
죽으라고.
armed Regala's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
So all this
다
time,
좋아하든가
even
다
before I found the
싫어하든가
coordinates
어?
at the
그런 식으로
square,
해야지 뭐 하나만
you were out
좋아한대.
here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tanakh to assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation at the Hades Proving Lab.
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Quen.
The tribe from across the ocean. And?
Their entire tribe was shaped around the Discovery focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more about them?
No. They stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient world, and what did they do with it? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and taboo, creating a pantheon out of corporate shills.
Yes, well, it also led them to Thebes.
Did it now?
Why help Regala take over?
어우 얘랑 틸다랑 또 한참 썰풀게 생겼네.
Before Regala's rebellion, Hikaru was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with Akarja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier.
Yes, exceedingly so. All Regala craved was war against the Karja and anyone who threatens the Tanakh. She would have led the tribe into battle without question, which was precisely what I needed.
So those run-ins with the Quen I mentioned.
대화에 담긴 철학을 아직도
Well,
모르겠냐고요?
I
네,
teamed up with an
모르겠어요.
expedition to search Thebes.
해석 좀.
We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
Tell me about the weapon. How does it work?
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones?
목소리 되게 유니크하잖아요.
Yes. Even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted.
그런가?
Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is knowledge that is
모르겠어요.
unknown.
막 사일렌스가 원래 좀 자꾸 뒤통수를 치는 캐릭터라서 그런지 목소리가 되게 야비해 보여.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zenith
캡처
at the
모델하고
Hades
싸워봤다고?
Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you.
오늘도 못생겼어.
네가 훨씬 더 못생겼어.
And more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No.
인종차별주의자라고 그런다고? 아니 쟤한테 계속 뒤통수만 맞았잖아.
Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today. Why create the Sons of Prometheus? You didn't need a bunch of Oseram tinkerers to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Hades and the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved.
목적에서 그렇다고
Through
참네.
the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
All right, Silence. I think I've talked to you long enough. I'll let you know when it's time to go. And try not to mess with Tilda while you're in here, okay? I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Ah, yes. About your Zenith ally. I wonder if you understand what kind of person you're dealing with. For someone to live as long as she has, outlast as many calamities, well, your goals may be aligned now, but I'd watch for the moment they diverge.
Yeah.
틸다는 좀 수상하긴 하지.
Reminds me of someone else I know.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose, Aloy. I'd hoped you'd recognize that by now.
Do you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things. But on this, just call it a feeling.
Oh, a feeling. You mean you finally had one? Huh. Guess even you can change, Silence.
Yeah.
I was thinking we could spar for a bit. When you have the time.
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course.
It might be a way to deal with my anger.
Yeah, beating the crap out of me makes you feel better. I'm all for it.
뭐야, 둘이 무슨 얘기하는 거야? 출연진 트레일러.
I've had challenges of my own these past 6 months, Aloy. The difference is I've made.
저러니까 이상하다. 기분이 이상하다.
I love playing
CG가 말하고 있는 것
characters
같아.
that are super smart and super complex psychologically. Playing a character that's got a lot of mystery to it or the layers to it, for me, I think that's kind of the actor's dream. Silence is
예전에
such a
야,
maniac when it comes to
인종차별주의자라고.
his intellect. He
예전에
thinks
그거
of anyone
뭐지?
as being his
그
in some ways coming back to the
아, 전에 그거 뭐였지? 아, 이름이 디트로이트 휴먼. 거기 주인공도 성우랑 모델이 같았는데 인터뷰 영상 보는데 그때도 좀 기분이 이상하더라고. CG가 말하는 기분.
I see you've got your new arm ready to go.
Yes. It still feels
아, 되게
strange.
이상해요, 막.
I've gotten
저것도
used to the
그래픽
absence,
아니야?
but no matter. I'm sure I will need it before the attack on the Zenith base is through. The more I learn about the old ones, the less different they seem from the people of today.
Haven't seen you since the battle at the Grove. How are you holding up?
I saw you fly on the wings of the Ten, and paralyze
그치,
regardless.
걔네들은 다 괜찮게 생겼지. 그 정도만 돼도 괜찮을 텐데 여기는 도대체 애들 꼬라지가 왜
Inspired.
Thank you, I guess.
It is I who should be thanking you.
Did you meet Tilda?
There is something about her that doesn't seem natural. I wouldn't be surprised if my sword went
근데
through
또
her.
얼굴이 뭐 그렇다고 분위기랑 안 어울리는
She
것
didn't
아니라
bleed at all.
Honestly, with her, nothing would surprise me.
아쉽긴 하지. 그래도 좀 이쁘게 좀 해주지 하는 거. 인종차별적인 발언을 쉴 새 없이 쏟아냈다고? 야, 내가 무슨 인종차별적인 발언을 했는데.
Your people keep mentioning the wings of the Ten. What exactly does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings and leapt into battle from the sky for us.
다시 보기 보면 나온다. 아까 그
It
느낌 뭐
is the
이상하다며.
ultimate expression
뭐
of
이상하다라니.
It is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Coolred. And now, you
아,
have
기분이
done it.
이상하다 그랬지.
Like the deeds of the Ten
또
themselves.
몰아가는 거 봐,
It will
이것도.
never be forgotten. So, tell me, how did it feel?
I won't lie. Pretty good.
극한의 인종차별주의자라고.
Things will get ugly once the Zenith realize
흑인을
we're in
보면
their
기분이
base.
이상해져?
With every trick you've ever learned.
I would have it no other way. Many
한
soldiers
번-
died in the
한
old
번
world to make
물리면
sure we
그냥
stood here today.
벗어날 수가
We
없고.
will endure on their behalf. Though I am curious how you intend to defeat the Zenith's defenses
뭘 따라해요.
with an army of our own.
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're ready to fight.
As you say, you have more than earned my trust.
Look, I know you're probably not happy about keeping Regala around, but I want her on our side when we fight the Zeniths.
It is more than she deserves. Even so, I will not question your judgment.
Thank you, Katalo.
야, 검은이 키는 아무나 가는 줄 알아?
Understood.
There you are. Well done, Aloy. Despite my reservations, you managed to secure Silence and his weapon. You're truly a shining example of Liz's fortitude.
I've been thinking about what you said at your house. How you were friends with Elizabeth. It was more than that, wasn't it?
Perceptive as ever. You're right, we were together for a time.
Okay, so... what happened?
I was an orphan. I had always been alone. By my 30s, I was starting to wonder if that was simply my fate in life. And then I met Liz. We kept running into each other at conferences. We'd have coffee. At some point, it became drinks. I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange of ideas, but then I was surprised at how much I looked forward to seeing her. Soon we were flying halfway across the world every other week just to meet up. For the first time, I didn't feel lonely. I could imagine a future where I wasn't.
놀랄 게 없는데 무슨 소리 하는
I
거야?
think Liz felt the same way at first. She had lost her mother a few years back. I filled a void for her. I know I did. But as time passed,
논란
it
일자
seemed
나
as though
몰라라.
she wanted less.
읽을 게 없어요, 읽을 게.
And I wanted more. And so we ended things.
So helping me. Restoring Elizabeth's dream.
오늘 엔딩
It's
봐야죠.
what,
A second chance, yes. I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz stayed behind. I should have done more. So when I saw you, a woman who
얘도
has
마지막에
carved her
뒤통수
own
칠 것
remarkable
같은데.
path, beyond even what made Liz a phenomenon, I knew I had to help you. To do right by her.
why do you think Elizabeth pulled away?
I've wondered that for 1,000 years. She was brilliant, visionary.
추측성 발언은 벤 아니냐고요?
For the betterment of humanity.
전 괜찮아요.
But it also felt like she kept everyone at arm's length, including me. She never wanted to share her burdens. I think
내가
in the end
뭐냐고?
she had
나를 강퇴시킬
a
사람은
core
없으니까.
that she never let anyone be part of. Sometimes I wonder.
당장이랑 유착 끊기냐고? 들킴?
I found a recording of you and Elizabeth back in the proving lab after Zenith's attempt to steal Gaia.
Yes. A most unpleasant conversation.
She said something after the call. I think she regretted how things ended between you.
Did she? All this time, thank you for telling me. I've always hated that
신고 버튼
those were
눌러도
the
벤 안
last words
먹냐고요?
we ever said to each
모르겠어요.
other. And that her last impression of me was as a functionary of Zenith, not who I truly am.
When it's time to break into the Zenith base, what can we expect?
I'll go over the full layout once you've assembled your friends. Suffice it to say, we will need to push as fast as possible to Beta and Gaia's location, dealing with heavy resistance along the way.
트위치에서
They're also
잘리면
printing
플랫폼
facilities
어디로
where the
가냐고?
others have been amassing
뭐야,
the
잘리는 걸
natural
가져가는
resources
거야?
they've stripped from
내가
the
무슨
region.
죄를 졌다고?
First for use in the base's infrastructure, and then to fabricate more Spectre drones, a small army of them.
When I was out in the wilds, I saw a shuttle take off from the island, heading for space.
It was likely ferrying materials to and from our ship in orbit. After hundreds of years luxuriating in our digital comforts, the ship was barely space-worthy when we made our escape. Disaster can strike at any moment. We've learned our lesson.
어우.
Have you figured out how Silence's weapon works?
No, and he's been very careful not to allow me near it. I'll admit it bothers me, but regardless of how it functions, I am confident it will deactivate the other shields en masse.
How many of them are in the base?
10, including Eric and Gerard.
아니에요. 보고
Only a handful
있어요.
of us made it to our ship when our colony collapsed.
아니 이런 거 듣는 거를 별로 싫어하거나 그러진 않는데 너무 꼭 이렇게 고봉밥으로 먹였어야 했나 좀 싶어가지고.
So, Eric. Was he always a bloodthirsty psychopath?
I believe he got worse.
힘 중간중간에 좀 넣어주면 괜찮을 텐데
On
이렇게 뭐
Earth, he was the founder of a profitable private military company.
흐름이 끊기잖아.
A band
대화
of
대화
cutthroats,
보느냐고.
in other words. Even as governments abandoned human combatants in favor of automated warfare.
아이고 우리 이선이 얼굴이 반쪽이
He found
됐네. 이것도
success
먹고 저것도
with
먹고 할미가
clientele
몇 공기 더
required more
먹을게. 할머니 배불러요.
There were also rumors that he personally hunted and killed his targets. On occasion, all for the thrill of it.
아마 나오지
In
않을까요?
series, he
1탄도
retreated to virtual
나왔으니까.
reality simulations. In them, he could go on rampages as violent as he pleased, though I suspect with diminishing
아,
satisfaction.
화장실 갔다 올 시간이야?
All of his tribe believes he was one of the greatest people from the old world.
Then they would be quite disappointed to meet him, though I'm sure he'd bask in the adoration.
What can you tell me about Gerard?
He was the head of the world's largest financial conglomerate, and as such had dealings with almost every major corporation. It made him one of the wealthiest people on Earth, and certainly the wealthiest among Far Zenith.
What does one person do with that much money?
Buy more power, more influence. Gerard's always believed himself to be a
1편은
refined
DLC
patrician,
난이도가 높아졌다고요?
able to maintain control
본편 다
with
깨고
a
나서 가는 걸 상정한
polished
거구나.
smile. But beneath that exterior is a cold and calculating operator. It was his decision to restrict Beta's upbringing to her digital educators, the avatars of the Apollo
평상시에
database.
얼마나 뒷담 까고 싶었을까?
While we were
그러니까
painted
물어보니까
as her
그냥 막
benefactors.
술술 보내.
Well, we'll deal with him soon enough. And the others.
I would very much like to see his face when he realizes we've beaten him.
그게 아니라 그냥 말 많은 거 아니냐고?
When I was in the ruins of Vegas, I found data on a man named Stanley Chen. I think he was a Zenith.
Stanley, ever the optimist. He was one of the good ones. When we established
오래 산
our
만큼
colony,
서운한
he
점도
built an
많았다고요.
exact replica of Las Vegas in virtual reality. Lights, shows, gambling, every detail perfectly recreated. And while others cloistered themselves in their own fantasies, he flung his doors wide to everyone.
The way you're talking about him, I'm guessing he didn't make it back to Earth.
No, he perished when our colony was destroyed. He would have been thrilled to discover that part of his beloved city survived.
제 로그 거기에 남아 있잖아. 라스베가스에.
When Beta escaped and hid in an ancient research facility, I saw another one of the Zeniths, Verbena. Who was she?
A dull star amidst a sea of brighter constellations. Unlike most of Far Zenith's members who amassed their wealth through
성우가 더
shrewd
받았을
business
거라고?
deals and technological
에이,
achievements,
근데
Verbena
성우들
inherited her billions.
하긴 또 급에
Her
따라서
father
또
had
다를 거
achieved
아니야?
great success in the luxury holotourism industry. At age 24, she became the world's most eligible bachelorette, branding herself a life designer. Someone who leverages their fame to influence the choice of others.
What? Like a cult?
In a way, yes.
Well, she must have done something right to have survived
성우는
this long.
진짜 관심
She
없으면
was
알기
her own
힘들죠.
brand of ruthless. That much is true. But even rats can cling to a vessel for escape.
Okay, so I've had run-ins with a handful of Zeniths. What about the rest?
An array of the wealthiest people on Earth, titans of their industries.
And let me guess. All selfish and ruthless to the core?
Most, but not all. There were a few with whom I got along. Annika Murjani, for instance, was always delightful. She founded the Holonet's most successful dance channel and was herself mesmerizing to watch. And I had fascinating discussions with Song Jiao, about her work in cellular biology. Our immortality treatments are due in part to her achievements. But then there were others like Devin Miller, the CEO of a fast food printing corporation. His only real preoccupations were perfecting his golf swing and taking self-hollows. When I think about all of us, we really should have accomplished more. We had eternity.
Why did you make the data channel look like your house?
I built that house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place, not just for me, but for the art stored in its depths. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly, some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her
얘긴
life.
들었던 건데.
A heritage every bit as valid. Data beam. I'm sorry, I had to. She needed its shelter.
You said before that you're not like the other Zeniths. That you never were. But you went along with all of their plans.
Out of necessity. I'm not proud of it. But complicity became a
아니,
means of survival.
게임 배경에
Both
대해서
when
설명하고
Earth was
있잖아요.
consumed and when the
집중하라고.
colony on Sirius was destroyed. I did what I had to. But I resolved to remain one step ahead of the others to try
뭐
to undo
못생긴
what
게
damage I
조용히 해.
could. Hence the data channel with Beta. The secret passage into their base and the little trick I pulled.
한 번 했어. 도배하지 마.
Okay.
I'll be here until. And thank you, Aloy, for giving. My past is always more than once I've lost everything.
자막 안 보고 채팅만 본다고? 자막도 보고 채팅도
I see
보거든.
Liz's dream fulfilled.
세 줄 요약이요.
A universe of new possibilities.
Maybe we can make it happen.
We
난죽택.
will. I won't let anything get in the way. I promise.
얘 앞만 봐도 좀 찜찜한 구석이 있어. 날 배신할 거야. 배신자의 냄새가 나.
Oh no.
애들 그럼 이제 다 말 건 건가?
Talo, always kicking my ass.
Who says I'm any good at it?
The way my luck's going, I'll bet you're a pro.
네타라고 하죠.
Okay.
코타로
Maybe it's time to get
의수
everyone
마음에 안
together
든다
so we can
그러더니
leave us.
그래도 이번에
Is there anything I should
전쟁하면은
handle before the-
달려나 봐.
All right, people. I need you up in the control room right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia.
아 참,
Not to mention.
네갈라를 찾는다고 하는 게 못 봤구나.
Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side.
파티 개판이에요.
Show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location. Undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along
제니스랑
the way,
같은 목표이긴
we will
한데
face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly from
여기
Gerard.
지구 리셋하긴 할 건데 자기가 원하는 방향으로
Once I
하려고
take away
배신
their
때린 것 같아.
shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be
이게
easy to deploy
마지막이에요.
the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to. All right. We'll meet up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
아니 뭔가 꿍꿍이가 있는 것 같은데 아마
Okay. I'll let you know when I arrive at the
다이아
rendezvous
통제권을
point.
원하는 것 같아.
And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare. Understood? You two? A minute?
작당 모의 하려고.
Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important. There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it. So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. You with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
너무 대충 시키는 거 아니야?
All right. But why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about Zenith. Anything Tilda's not telling us.
너무
Silence is right about one thing.
너무 대충 시키는 거 아니야?
There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
빵빵이한테 밉보였다고? 아니 너무 뭐 저렇게 대충 시켜도 되는 거야? 아니에요. 쟤 이제 의술 다니까 괜찮을 거예요. 또 대화해 또.
We're finally doing.
Never thought I'd be off on a mission to take down a bunch of immortals from the stars. I can hear the drinking songs already.
If that one's not working right, you can have one of my spare focuses, you know.
Yeah, little bugger's got some personality, that's all. Saved my butt with those spectras. Wouldn't feel right to leave it behind now. You know, besides, it goes with my outfit.
Wouldn't want to spoil your look. Varl made the right call, you know, bringing you here.
Thanks. Yeah, Varl. You know, I never knew he had a sister. I found out a few days before you guys went to Gemini. I was, well, to be honest, I was terrified.
이 아저씨는 근육질이겠지.
Sat me down for a drink, just one, mind you, and we talked about family, Vala, Ursa, loss and revenge, how you helped us.
You know, we never did get that drink you promised back in the Embrace. And you never told me exactly how your sister escaped the Mad Sun King.
I guess we never got round to it. World ending and all. No time like the present, though. If you're up for it.
자신은 머리카락 떼서 털 붙인 거냐고?
Finally have that drink?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course. Oh.
So, how did Ursa escape Mad Sun King Jiran's palace?
Well, first she had to survive the Sun Ring. See, during the war, the Karja threw a prisoner a day in there. And, you know, for what? To die as sacrifices, fighting machines in a pit. Thinking somehow that was gonna appease all the other deranged machines in the world? Ha!
And when it was Ursa's turn, the Carja thought she'd go down if they threw a big machine at her.
Oh, but she didn't.
And she defeated all of them. Even got some of Jiran's kestrels for good measure. And the mad Sun King was impressed, I guess. Thought it'd be funny to have her run around his palace as a servant. He enjoyed humiliating her that way.
I remember you telling me something about that. That's how she met Avad. He helped her escape.
Yeah, but what no Carja scroll will ever tell you is how the young prince snuck Ursa out of the palace. He knew their best chance was to get Ursa to blend in, so he got her everything she needed to disguise herself as a Carja noblewoman. Yeah, perfumes, veils, and all.
I get the feeling she wasn't too happy with that.
Oh man, Ursa would have rather fought her way out of that palace with her bare hands than put on all of that Carja eye paint. But Avad insisted it was the only way, so she agreed under one condition. Avad had to dress up as well.
She made Avad dress up like a noblewoman?
As perfumed and powdered as a babe. Ursa said he looked better like that than he ever did in a crown.
That would, definitely make for an interesting sight.
Oh, it worked like a charm, too. Not only did they make it out of the palace, they paid a traveling merchant to get Ursa to the border, and none were the wiser.
리필하러 가는 거야? 다 먹은 거야?
You were right. That was a story best told over a drink.
All good stories are.
I guess I should get going.
I'll see you at the rendezvous point, with my hammer ready.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
술 맞다 떨어진다고?
I hope everybody's ready for this. Fighting the Zeniths isn't going to be easy.
Aloy, nothing you do ever is. At least now you don't have to do it alone.
Thanks. Everyone here, training, working together. If it weren't for Varl, none of it would have happened.
You know,
니네 여기서 뭐 딱히 하는 것도
there
없어
was this one
보이던데.
night, right before Varl left with you to go to Gemini. He realized I was having trouble sleeping. I was nervous about the mission. To be honest, I think we both were. So he asked me to join him in Gaia's dome. He brought up this hologram of Earth that you two found back in the Zenith launch facility. We sat there, just looking at it. I thought about how Plainsong was just a speck on that great sphere. How every corner of it must be teeming with life. And any fears I had about our mission were gone. I miss him terribly.
I know. You and Aaron seem to be on better terms now.
He may have terrible taste in music, but he did apologize for mocking my tribe. And that ale he keeps raving about isn't half bad. I still plan on beating that stubborn face of his to break our sparring stalemate.
Try not to hurt him too bad. I should go. I'll let you know when I'm ready to head to the base.
Before you do, there is one favor I would ask of you.
What is it?
You placed this focus in my care, and gave me the highest calling an Utaru has ever known. If I should fall in battle, I'd like you to be the one to bury my seed pouch. For the both of us.
So,
make sure you stay alive to do so.
let's just try to all come back home. Okay?
얘는 머리숱이 많아가지고 무거울 것 같은데.
So, something else?
I'll be going.
As you wish.
내가 여기 완전히 나.
I keep thinking.
You nervous?
I'd be lying if I said I'm not slightly apprehensive.
The plan will work if we all focus on our assignments.
Right.
The rest of us should be enough of a distraction to the Zeniths for you to hack into their network undetected. But you'll have to be quick, in case they do.
What exactly do you expect me to find, Aloy?
I don't know. The truth.
너무 대충 던지는 거 아니야?
Once all this is over, will you go back across the ocean?
I don't know. The more I think about it, the more worried I become. If I go back, I don't even know if they'd let me keep this focus you gave me, or what they'd do to me for reading what is clearly forbidden data. Even if I somehow were allowed to carry on my duties as a diviner, would I be willing to let the truths I've learned about the ancestors be buried away by the Board of Overseers? Would I dare challenge them and risk my family's safety? Or losing Federa?
Who's this Federa you mentioned?
She is another diviner. One of our best. We used to be rivals at the academy. I hated her guts. But apparently there's a fine line between hate and love. We became very close, and then I was assigned to the expedition. She promised she'd wait for me, no matter how long it took.
Well, that was smart of her. She won't do any better.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I do. I want you to know I'm glad you're with us, Alva.
Whatever happens, I'm grateful that the legacy brought us together. I never thought I'd get to actually meet an ancestor.
Come on, do I look that old?
근데 얘 아까
Katalo
가까워졌다고 하네. 걔
I'm not afraid.
여자애라고 하지 않았나?
I know Katalo will fulfill his duty, as will I. If we die doing so, at least it'll be alongside a friend.
I'd rather you both stay alive, if you don't mind.
We'll try
그니까요.
and keep that in mind.
정말 구석구석 꼼꼼하게도 박아놨구만.
I need to get going.
I'll be at the rendezvous point. May truth lead us to victory.
근데 쟤네 부족이 그런 쪽으로 관대한 편인가 봐. 저기 퀘스트 하는 것 중에서도 막 또 그런 애도 있었고.
So, how are we feeling about the mission?
I do not know everything that you have planned, but it doesn't matter. All that remains is to follow you to the end, whatever that will be.
Thank you, Katalo. I'm glad all this brought us together.
You brought us together, and I am grateful too. Oh, and by the way, I was hoping now would be a good time to go back to the Tremortusk site and test my new arm, before we leave on our mission.
Right. I'll let you know when I can make my way there.
Thank you.
Now that training time is over, what's on your mind?
The Bulwark, the Kulrut, and how we need another miracle if we're to survive the Zenith base.
I'll try not to let you down.
I know you will not.
We didn't really get to talk about what happened at Gemini.
There was nothing more to say. If he were to Noct, Varl's bravery would have earned him sacred burial.
이 많은 대화는 사실 플레이어에게 피사상을 주기 위한 거 아니냐고.
His deeds were worthy of the Ten. When the fight is done, I will have the Inkers etch his memory on my skin, so that it may live on.
I'm sure he'd be honored. I'll see you soon then.
It will be my honor.
이게 한번 이상하게 보이기 시작하면은 그런 게 아니어도 그렇게 보인다니까.
Welcome back, Aloy. Would you like to continue our chat?
I should be going.
I'll be making final preparations.
레일라는 어디 짱 박혀 있는 거야? 대화를 해볼래도 보이지가 않네. 네, 팔 달았는데 그냥 뭐 특별할 거 없었어요.
This place smells wrong. No sand or wind, only cold steel. And the others up there.
이 게임에 대화가 많은 게 아니고 내가 온갖 동네 들쑤시고 다니면서 대화를 많이 해서 그런 거라고? 아니 근데 있는데 안 볼 순 없잖아. 궁금하잖아.
You're used to. But it is a shelter.
Call it what it is. A cage.
You came here on your own.
For the battle you promised. So for now I wait in my cage for your word. Tell me when to strike.
무기 준다고 해서 죽였다고요? 너무해. 그래 내가 숨어져 있는 거를 굳이 찾아서 하진 않지만 그래도 눈에 보이는 건 해야지.
How did Silence approach you?
That name means nothing to me. My agreement was with Oseram mercenaries.
So all this time, you didn't even know who you were really dealing with?
대화가 많긴 한데 봐도 재밌는 대화는 없다고요?
If it was a trick, I would
그냥 다 자기 캐릭터들
But they offered
사연만
me the
얘기하는
chance to
중이라.
run the Karja down with machines. The terror in your enemy's eyes when they see you charge. You know what I'm talking about. I bet you felt it.
I don't think so. What about your end of the deal? Would you have honored it?
Had I killed Akaro and become chief, these Zeniths would have been the first of the tribe's victories. But because of you, my people will continue to consort with the enemy. A tribe of weaklings.
Because of me, hundreds of Tenakth won't throw away their lives in a battle they can't win. Are you really going to fight alongside me?
I have no reason to betray you.
Really?
I failed to kill Hakaro, failed to eliminate you. No Tenakth would follow me now. The Karja remain out of my reach, cowering behind their walls. All I have left are the screams of those long dead and unending rage. So show me where to bury it.
The whole time I've been in the West, I've been fighting you and your rebels. I'd at least like to know why.
You were among the enemy. What more is there to know?
Why did you do it?
Dora,
어서 오세요.
Jiroka, Makalo, and the Karja pushed into the desert to raid our people. My brother's squad was among the first to intercept them. But the Karja captured them, strung them up, and burned them alive as an example. It was too late. I found them by the sound of their screams.
So you wanted vengeance?
Vengeance? No. I wanted devastation. To tear down the Karja's cities and drown the land in blood. Hunt down every last survivor and grind their bones until the sky chokes on the dust. But my chief betrayed me. Betrayed the Tenakth.
How did Hikaru betray you?
Hakaro
아직
called on the
초기라 그런
clans
거
to
아니에요?
resist
시간 지나면
Karja's
나아지겠지.
red
그래도 안
raids.
아프니까 다행이네.
But we did more than just defend. We hunted them, and they fled, as children before a pack of claw striders all the way to their border. There we ripped down their stone walls. Their domain was ours for the taking. But when it came time to push on, Hikaru ordered us to fall back. What soldier retreats when slaughter is at hand?
The kind who wants peace for their people.
Peace is just a lull between vendettas. But I thought my chief had greater tactics in mind, so I stood by him, even when he allowed that filthy Karja to join our ranks.
Fashav.
I enjoyed watching him die at the embassy. He should have been put down when we first captured him on the field. Instead, Hikaru made him a marshal.
Fashav told me how he became a marshal. He earned it just like any Tenakth.
It was an insult. No outlander can ever deserve to wear our armor, bear our marks.
꼰대네.
And then a Karja messenger was brought before us. That's when I knew. I had to run my blade through Hikaru and drag his treacherous corpse to the gates of the sun.
What happened when the Karja messenger appeared before Hikaru?
The quivering priest bore a message from their new king. No more war. No more raids.
아니 제가 왜요?
Suddenly the Karja wanted to talk peace. An embassy at the very fortress we tore down? A true Tenakth would never take a Karja truce. Their blood exists to be spilled. But Hikaru lapped up the priest's message. He showed himself a Karja-loving traitor when he accepted. That's when I challenged him.
And lost.
His mercy was just another sign of his weakness. I vowed never to rest until the debt was repaid, with him on his knees before me. So with an army of soldiers and machines at my back, I returned. The day you got in my way.
All right. I guess we'll both face the end soon enough.
Ever since you got in my way, I've wanted to see your bones burned white beneath the sun. But if I'm to die in battle, then it might as well be with the one who flew with the wings of the Ten.
I'll let you know when it's time to move out.
애들 얘기 다 한 거죠? 동료와 대화하기 아예 없어졌으니까. 아니 밝혀져 있는데 미확인이네. 아차. 부속품 리필해올걸. 생각 못했네. 이제 싸우는 거냐고요? 막 그러지 않을까요? 보급품 좀 리필하고 올까? 마지막이니까. 쫄았냐고? 아니 마지막인데 그래도 준비를 철저하게 해야지.
Outlander, I offer you an honorable trade.
갈매기 깃털은 또 뭐야?
This'll be my stash when I need it.
대화를 듣지 않은 세계관의 나는 엔딩 출시 전에 호라이즌 엔딩을 봤으며 현재 트라이앵글 플레이 중이라고. 그 정도였을까? 그 정도까지는 아니지 않을까? 물론 대화가 나 몇 시간 분량되는 것 같긴 한데 아이 뭐 그렇다고 뭐 그거 분량 뺀다고 그렇게까지 되겠어? 이거 후에 네 삼각형 할 예정이에요. 예정은 그런데 대화를 듣지 않은 세계관에서 서브큐도 안 했을 거라고? 그럼 진짜 풀탐 확 줄지. 굶지마 얘기 왜 나왔냐고? 아니 누가 하는 거 봤는데 갑자기 재밌어 보이더라고. 그리고 저도 굶지마는 거의 찍먹한 수준이었어갖고 보다 보니까 걔 재밌어 보이네 했다는 거지. 취소 불가. 찐막이다 이거지. 산소미 포함은 했는데 딱 먹고 살 걱정 가시고 나서는 흥미도가 떨어져가지고 그 다음에 안 했어요. 왜 야영지를 투수들이 오기 전에 만들어두지 않았지? 뭐야 내가 셔틀하는 입장인 거야?
Egghead here couldn't stand traveling with the pack.
Are we all here? Then let's begin.
아유 파티 꼬라지.
A tunnel.
An ancient escape route from the ruins on the island. When I realized it ran all the way across the water, I thought it might prove useful to come and go undetected. So I concealed it from the others. Shall we?
야, 제일 앞장 세워야지. 쟤한테 등을 보이면 안 돼.
I wish there was a less pungent way to get way inside the base.
Agreed.
믿음이란 걸 가져보라고? 아니 가지겠냐고. 쟤는 분명히 뒤통수 쳐요.
There's the launch tower. That plane offers a little cover, so the only viable path is
위수가 좀 많이 평범하긴 하지.
There will be specters guarding it, and many more can be deployed from those hangars.
All right. Alva, Catalo, get to it.
Where are they going?
안 알려줌.
Errand, you're with me. You guys, take the high ground in case we need covering fire.
Tactically sound, I suppose. What will she do?
There's a sensor node nearby. If I hack into it, I should be able to scramble the network and keep you undetected. But not for long.
Then we should proceed.
One more thing. Open up the channel to beta. Audio only. Aloy, we're here, and we're coming for you. You know what to do, right? As long as you hold up your end.
쟤도 옆에서 도와주면서 되게 찜찜하겠다. 자꾸
Be careful.
뭐 하는지 안 알려주잖아.
Let's go.
쟤 날라서 가. 좋겠다.
Get to the launch tower as quickly as possible. I'll do my best to conceal our intrusion.
Beware, Aloy. Spectres ahead.
Company. Follow my lead.
That's what I do.
이번엔 그냥 피해서 가볼까? 이게 습관은 어쩔 수가 없나봐요. 어차피 쓰지도 않을 건데 자꾸 죽게 돼.
Hey, this here. This'll help.
Tag suspicious.
Anytime you're ready. I think there's a cave up there that might get us through that ridge.
Let's climb up to it.
주워놓은 거 반도 안 썼다고? 아니야. 그래도 생각보다 많이 썼을 거예요. 이것저것 하면서.
I'll follow you in.
저기로 가야 되는데 여기 매달리는 데 있고.
What's in this backpack, metal bricks?
Aloy, Alva and I are closing in on the regulator.
Keep me posted.
얘 못 매달려? 되네.
Made it through without a fight.
천년 이상 발전해온 로봇들 치고도 성능이 좋다고? 쟤네들 그 천년 동안 그냥 가상현실에서 띵가띵가 놀았대잖아. 그래서 그런 거 아닐까? 나는 안전하게 가야지.
I guess I'll find another way across.
쟤는 그냥 생으로 뛰다. 뭐야 이거 왜 이래? 아우 뭐야?
A lot of dead machines on this island.
We killed a great many when we landed here. Their salvage may prove useful to you now.
Another Spectre.
Sneak or fight, you choose.
게임은 재밌는데 여기서 이 짧게 한 거 같다고? 그냥 유비 게임은 똑같지 않아 솔직히. 부파 시스템이나 뭐 그런 거 제외하고는. 모노노크.
Are we gonna attack or what?
Aloy's under attack! Cover her!
Firing!
한 마리 정도야? 야, 빨리 쫓아온다.
Better than any Oseram.
와작창이라고요? 아예 한 마리 정도 괜찮잖아요.
Tired yet?
Yep.
기계들 방어력이 야만인 활에 뚫리는 수준이라고? 얘네들 근력이 탈인간이라니까. 얘네들 사람 아니야. 고릴라 섞었어.
Clear those weeds.
We're through.
We can take this one, Aloy. Keep moving.
Pick it up if you need it.
That Stormbird carcass should get us over the gap.
I hate stormbirds. But I guess, yeah, dead one's handy enough. Hey, you remember the good old days when our
그치,
only
이게
worry was whether
그냥
Meridian would be
사람들이 쏘는
destroyed?
활이 아니에요.
You know, instead of a whole world.
Oh yeah.
얘네들 절벽 타는 거 봐봐. 그 정도 근력으로 막 쏴죽이는 거라니까. 뭐야, 저 표시 왜 저거로 돼 있어? 이쪽이 아니야?
More specters. I'll attack when you.
더럽게 많네. 근데 왜 내비 방향이 이쪽으로 돼 있지? 방향상으로는 저기 뭐야, 저기 한 명 달려가는데. 저 누구야 저거? 야, 이쪽 좀 도와줘. 쟤네 막 날라다니고 난리 났네.
But should we go for it, Aloy?
서너 마리도 혼자 못 잡냐고? 팀치만 귀찮은걸.
Stay low.
뭐하니?
Hey, you okay?
Yeah. I'll find a way back up.
호다닥.
Here. Up this rock.
아이, 또 하필 이쪽 보냐.
What are we waiting for?
이쪽으로도 갈 수 있는데? 저로 갈 필요가 없는데?
We're gonna have to climb around this corner.
I'm trying not to complain.
Looks like we snuck through.
I can see the way forward. Keep moving.
Going as fast as we can. You all right?
Sort of.
멀다, 멀어.
Looks like the others have things under control.
How many specters do the Zeniths have?
It's not gonna back.
아이,
I know we
걸렸네,
want to
이거.
fight at once. That's for sure.
어그로 잘 끌고 있네. 나한테 오는 거야?
Come on,
Ass.
up the slab.
Road.
동료를 미끼로 썼다고? 아니, 제가 잘 싸우는데 굳이 내가?
Aloy, Alma and I are in position.
Do it. Blow the regulator.
A moment while I ignite the charges.
Alpha and Catalo did their job. Now it's Beta's turn.
Aloy? I think we're in trouble.
뭐야 저거 왜 이렇게 많아?
Whatever you plan to do to stop those
저글링이야?
better do it now.
I'm not doing anything. Beta will. She just needs a little time.
Time that we don't have.
Come on, Beta, come on, come on, come on.
What is that?
Our army.
I think you got their attention.
가이아로 뽑아냈나 보네.
Very clever. You had Beta inject Hephaestus into the base's printer matrix.
Which is faster and more powerful than any cauldron.
Now we can crank out machines to its heart's content. Get to the launch tower before this whole place becomes a war zone.
내 컨트롤 죽인다고?
Your maneuver,
아셨습니까?
as clever as it is, means that
아, 로봇 대가는 확실히 좋아.
it will no doubt feed back to the cauldron network.
We grabbed it once, we'll get it again.
Or we'll find a way to replicate its functionality, perhaps. The Apollo database.
맞아, 좀 웅장한 느낌은 없어요.
Aloy, in case we don't make it, I just have one regret.
What is it?
That we had to do all this climbing.
That a big rock might give us a bridge to get up and through.
Gotcha.
I guess not all the Spectres are fighting our machines.
Ah, that'd have made it nice and easy.
한 마리 정도 그냥 잡을까?
Zoe and Baldy are fighting another Spectre up there.
어째 이렇게 한 바퀴 돌냐? 두 마리네. 쏙. 이걸 못 봐.
Anytime you're ready.
아, 활도 만들어 오고. 아, 각이 안 나와요.
Ah, you can't use that now. Hit the weak spot.
아유, 안 보여, 안 보여. 여기 어디야? 원시인들 상대하는데 뭐 그런 기술 필요하겠냐 싶었던 거지. 뭐야, 아저씨 뻗었어. 불. 아니, 난 제대로 쐈어. 애가 피해서 그런 거야. 겨냥은 제대로 했었다고. 그걸 보고 개못 쓴다고 한다고요? 아니, 처음에 겨냥할 때는 제대로 했었어요. 근데 날아가는 순간에 애가 휙 하고 움직이는 걸 어떡하냐고.
Find anything?
Yeah.
그렇다고 하자고요? 아니! 내 얘기 좀 들어줄래? 올라갈 데가 있나?
This way.
Big jump. To the right, I think.
여기 올라갈 데가 있나? 시체 먹기 좀 그만하라고? 아니, 그래도 또 혹시 합니까? 저쪽에서 쌈박질하고 난리 났나 본데? 앤디 보고 또 하냐고? 아닌데, 그래도 중간에 또 뭐 화살 재료라거나 뭐 그런 게 될 수 있잖아. 그런데 지금 그게 중요한 게 아니에요. 여기 어떻게 올라가?
You can get to the launch tower through the hangar up
길치
ahead.
무한 이슈
I'm heading over
말
to
다
join you
했어?
now. The hangar's in bad shape, but I can see the way in. Hurry, Aloy.
By the blood of the ten!
야, 쟤 날아간다. 날라서 어디 가니? 뛰어내려서 내려 찍을 줄 알았는데 실망스럽다.
It's here when you want. Bottoms up.
쟤 어그로 끌었으니까 무시하고 가자. 아닌가? 이거 있으니까 잡자. 아, 뭐야 이거 화방이잖아. 아, 나 화방 쓸래. 아, 진짜 이렇게 쓰라는 거야? 진짜 중하게 이해가 안 돼.
assist you, Aloy. We've got your back, Aloy.
Good work, everyone. Let's go.
상식적으로 네이파탄이 세겠니? 에일로이 근력으로 던지는 투창이 세겠니? 당연히 에일로이가 던지는 게 세겠지. 아니 넵이 여태까진 친절하게 잘 알려주다가 왜 길 설명을 안 해주냐?
Whoa. Look at all this Zenith space stuff.
Come on, let's go.
다시 볼 일 없으니까 개판 쳐놓는다고?
This way, demon.
살려두길 잘했네. 제가 어그로 끌어주네. 존나 잘 싸워. 뭐야 얘 여기서 죽는 거야?
This is the death I was promised.
거리는 거 봐. 주인공 인성 괜찮음? 지가 가면 다 잡을 수 있는데. 죽이려고 살렸네.
May Regala return peacefully to the site.
She cared nothing for peace.
Aloy, it's been intense, but Catalo got me to a network node. I'm trying to get in.
Keep at it. We're almost to the tower.
죽었다고 단정한 저 매장함이라고? 아 그래. 그긴 안 죽었을 수도 있다. 근데 보통 악역은 살아서 세탁하는 것보다 그냥 희생하는 모습으로 보내주는 게 쟤네들 진짜 꼴불견이다.
Ah, now we know who's been causing all the fuss. Tilda's little pet.
Silence. Zenith inbound. Can we drop their shields, please?
I'm powering it up.
꼬물랐냐?
This is pointless. You can't hurt us. Face it, you're worms that ooze through the cracks into our basement.
Silence.
One moment more.
But I might just spare you if you give up Tilda. I think it's safe to say she's forfeited her share of our operation. Permanently.
There.
No? Nothing. Fine.
저거 숨은 거야?
All right, people. Light 'em up! Are we supposed to be scared?
도망가는 거.
We can't let Gerard escape. It won't take long before he preps the shuttle for launch. Then he'll be able to take Beta and Gaia into orbit and onto the Odyssey beyond our reach.
We gotta go through there?
failed to see another option.
Then we'll carve a path. Ready?
야만저스.
Get to the top and secure Gaia. I'll stop Gerard.
I gotta get to the top of the tower and free Beta.
Hey, look, time I see it, Phil. Apologies for that. We're okay. As long as Alva hurries.
I'm almost into the network.
Just do the best you can. Okay, an elevator. Promising.
쫓아왔네.
You got some unfinished business, little girl.
패지 안 쫓고 달렸으면 이미 구출했다고.
Need a shield to take you out.
뭐 방어막이 없을 뿐이지 근력 강화나 이런 건 다 돼 있으니까 자신감이 넘치나 봐.
Real fight.
아! 빗나갔어.
Hit me. These aren't training guns.
스태미나요? 다 그거로만 갖고 왔는데.
Time for some target practice.
I'm taking you down.
좋겠다, 날아다니고.
Aloy, are you there? I'm on my way to help.
빨리 좀 와줄래? 나 죽을 것 같거든?
Just need to find my way in there.
야, 코앞까지 왔어.
Not back without your shield, are ya?
도망쳐! 뭐 때려보지? 이걸로 해볼까? 이건 별로 데미지 안 들어가던데. 터지는 거 있는데.
You're done for.
포션 어딨어?
Whoa.
아이, 코앞으로 오는 게 어딨어요. EMP 쏘려고.
Oh, well, that's new.
이거 먹는 거? 이거 긴박감을 보여주기 위해서 일부러 먹는 거 아닐까?
Don't have enough.
Me. We made a hell of a team, don't we?
Just a little more.
You want
안 죽었어?
I almost forgot what it was like to hurt.
Now we're having fun, right?
이렇게 밋밋하냐?
You okay?
I will be. In time. Go. Rescue your sister. I'll regroup with the others and make sure they're alright.
척추라도 뽑길 기대했냐고요? 아니 그런 것보다는 좀 뭔가 좀 밋밋하지 않아?
Looks like the machines and specters have almost wiped each other out. What was that?
Aloy, Gerard just activated the self-destruct failsafe on the printing matrix. He's taking control of a number of systems.
Including the lift?
I'm afraid so. He's restricted its access to the top. You'll have to climb from there. I have to go. I almost have.
마지막인데 여태까지 사용했던 거 다 구겨 넣어야지.
Errand? Is everyone alright down there?
Mostly. We're cleaning up the last few specters.
What about the Zeniths?
Dead, I think. Zoe told me you got Eric. Good work.
Yeah. Thanks. I guess only Tilda and Gerard are left then.
Aloy, you there? Listen, I got into the network, but only for a minute before I was shut out. I found a bunch of flight plans and trajectories, as if the Zeniths were planning to leave Earth.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know, but there's more. The files I found have a lot of references to something called Nemesis. Whatever it is, the Zeniths are afraid of it.
Alva? Alva! What's going on here?
네가 죽였어. 네가 빡센 일 시켜서 죽었어. 어차피 뭐 쌈박질하는 컷이나 할 거면은 좀 개체수 좀 많이 넣어주지. 저렇게 싸우니까 볼품 없잖아요.
Almost there.
잔뜩 좀 넣어주지. 많이 나오면 프레임 떨어지는 건 너가 책임질 거냐고? 야 어차피 해상도 기준으로 돌리지도 못해 얘는. 햄타로 바이럴이냐고? 아니 뭔가 웅장한 게 없잖아. 마지막 대규모 전투씬인데 대규모가 아니잖아. 그냥 떼도 되는 거야?
Are you okay? Look, I know you've been through a lot, but you have to help me access the Zenith network. I need to see their files, anything referring to the word Nemesis. Okay. Over there. The systems are down all over the base. I should be able to take advantage of... Yes, Nemesis. Here. There's something in deep space. It's following the Zenith.
뭐? 야, 외계인 저것도 외계인 끌고 왔네.
Look. Escape vectors. Alva tried to warn me about this. The Zeniths aren't planning to stay here. It's a machine of some kind. Or a swarm of them. The energy readings are...
구춘 달고 왔네.
Aloy, I don't think a natural disaster destroyed the Zenith colony on Sirius. This thing did.
아이, 지들끼리 망하지 여기까지 끌고 왔네.
It's a way station. They're on the run.
등장 화려한 거 봐. 안아줘요.
I see you've been busy.
And you've been lying. Nemesis, what is it?
It is us. The minds of Far Zenith. Or failed copies of them, anyway. Back on Sirius, some of my peers weren't satisfied with physical immortality. They wanted digital transcendence. A way to upload their minds into any form, organic or mechanical. Nemesis was a failed experiment to that effect. Abandoned, but never erased. An immense database of our memories, emotions, and prejudices left to fester.
And it destroyed your colony?
We didn't realize it had gained sentience until it broke containment. It had everything it needed from our memories. Security protocols, system specs, override codes. It hacked everything before we knew what hit us. Then it took over our printing facilities, allowing it to gain any machine form it needed to wipe us out.
But why?
Imagine being trapped alone for decades with only the twisted echoes of megalomaniacs for company. It hates us for abandoning it to that prison. And now that it's free, it will do anything to destroy us, including denying us a safe harbor on Earth.
The extinction signal that woke Hades. You didn't send it. Nemesis did.
Finally, you understand. And when that failed, it launched from Sirius to finish the job itself. Which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star, somewhere it can never find us.
With Gaia, so you can build yourself a new world.
That's the plan. Even now. Earth is finished, Aloy. Nemesis will scour it of life to deny its creators a viable home. But Elizabeth's dream won't die. You'll come with me to the stars. And with Gaia, we'll create a new world. Together. Where that monstrosity could never find us.
What? No.
I loved Elizabeth. More than you could ever know. And I let her stay behind to die with the rest of humanity. A mistake I have regretted for 1,000 years. Now she stands before me again. Not some inferior copy, but her best possible self. So I'm not asking. You're coming with me. It may seem harsh now, but you'll forgive me in a few centuries.
몇 세기 후에는 용서한대.
You can't force me, Tilda. Your shield is gone.
I have something better. Spectre Prime, to me.
Take cover! Get to the door!
Submit, Aloy. You can't win.
이것도 무슨.
I've heard that before.
I knew you didn't truly want to hurt me.
I can do some damage. I better scan that thing first.
아 이거 화살이 없어. 그래서 네메시스가 모르는 대로 튄대잖아.
I can endure. You cannot.
I can target its gold plating.
이거 좀 밟아줄래요? 일로 좀 와줄래?
Ask yourself why you're holding back.
아이 진짜 원거리 하지 말고 일로 와서 이거 밟으라고. 아 내 함정 하나 뽀개졌잖아.
This Spectre was designed to survive against more than that.
또 좀 신박한 함정 없나?
Oh, that thing's fast.
Say the word, and I'll stay my hand.
I gotta hit those gold plates.
아 내 함정 빠개져요. 함정 밟아줘요.
It's powering up.
아 진짜 근거리에 근거리. 아이씨 함정 내가 밟았잖아. 아이 불렀었는데 함정에 너무 집착했나봐.
I can endure. You cannot.
그래도 함정 못 참아.
Was designed to survive against more than that.
처음엔 밟아주더니 그러니까. 아 좀 신박한 함정 없나?
You can only endure so much.
또 저 원거리질 하려고.
Oh, it's quick. I should aim for the gold plates.
이거 밟아줘. 이거 밟아줘. 이거 해줘. 밟아줘. 아이 진짜. 뭐 솔라빔을 쏘고 있어. 거미가 왜 저래 저거.
Sticks and stones against the lightning.
plates are vulnerable.
이거 좀 밟아줄래? 내 여기다가 정성 들여 설치해놨잖아.
Armor's off.
This world is finished! We must leave together!
Oh, that thing's fast. You're not taking me, Tilda!
I am the only way you get to live, Aloy!
진짜 밟아달라고 할 땐 멀리 가버리네.
How long can you keep this up?
전학 가면 새 친구 사귀는 거 어려워한다고? 그럴 수도 있지.
Ask yourself why you're holding back.
A few more hits. No stamina for that.
Execute attack pattern Sigma!
I clip that thing's armor.
페이지 주워보자. 뭐 나오나.
Why couldn't you just let me choose?
미켈라?
She tried to take you. And she told you about Nemesis.
So you've known all along.
얜 다 알고 있었나 봐.
From Hades, yes. Along with data on how to circumvent the Zenith shields. Everything I did to create the rebel army was based on that knowledge. To reach this place, this moment.
And you couldn't just tell me?
Come now, Aloy. You're the last person to act sensibly in the face of impossible odds. When I learned of Nemesis from Hades, I saw the pieces on the board and how to play them. And in that same moment, I knew it was a game you would never play. That you would interfere and attempt to save the Tenakth. I was correct, to a point. You ruined my plans, but brought your own to fruition. The end result is the same. We're here. And now it's time for me to leave this doomed planet behind. To seize the Odyssey and the Apollo
얘도 떠나려고 했나 본데.
and begin a new chapter in my pursuit of knowledge, one with infinite possibilities. You can join me if you so desire. You've more than earned your place. Unlike Tilda, I'm extending a polite invitation.
You're going to just take off? And abandon everything? Stay. Help me fight that thing.
Perhaps Tilda didn't adequately define the threat. Nemesis can't be stopped. It destroyed a highly advanced Zenith colony in a matter of hours. What hope does this primitive tribal Earth have? If you brought Gaia, you wouldn't be abandoning life, you'd be saving a seed for a new world. Just as Elizabeth did. It's the choice she made. The sacrifice of all that is for the hope of what might be. If she were here in your place, she would board that shuttle, Aloy.
Found her.
Is she hurt?
Still on her feet.
Thank the 10.
Goodbye, Silence.
그래도 가게 두네.
She looks okay.
She looks victorious.
As always.
타기 전에 활로 쏘는 거 아니에요?
Aloy. You did it.
Hey, where's she going?
As far away as anyone can go.
Oh. Are you sure?
왜 안 가?
You're staying.
For a time. You people are going to need all of the help you can get.
얘들아, 사일렌스가 할 말 있대.
Does anyone else need a drink?
Not if it's that ale of yours.
I'd be fine with a nap.
Excellent idea.
I hope it's really over this time.
쟤네 왜 자연스럽게 어깨 동무하고 있냐? 네메시스 막는 게 3편인가 봐.
There's another battle ahead, Elizabeth. Very different than the one you fought. It's not about the distant hope of creating a new world. It's about preserving the one we have.
여태 다 봐놓고 뭘 스포함이야.
My friends have a new mission. Just spread the word and ask for help. They've taken it in stride. I think it's because they've always known what I've only just started to understand. That the people of this world have the strength to fight any battle. The ingenuity to solve any problem. Courage to overcome any obstacle. And the resilience to rise after any setback. As for me, I can't say I'm not afraid. What lies ahead will be harder than anything we've faced before. But I know I can put the fear aside. Because for the first time,
야만저스.
I feel like I'm not alone.
그러게 저런 애들이랑 어떻게 싸우려고. 쿠키 없다고? 그냥 이러고 쭉 끝이에요. 나는 필멸이다. 야만졌어요. 아 근데 하다 보니까 확실히 SF 명작은 매스 이펙트다. 몇팩 미만 잡이다. 엔딩 빼고. (3탄) 맛 좀 볼래? 크악. 엔딩 빼고 SF 쪽으로는 걔를 따라올 수가 없다. 이제 마지막에 연출이 좀 그렇네. 개만저스가 어때서 잘 만들었다고? 아니 마지막에 자살 미션 하는 것 같은 느낌 들긴 했는데 너무 허접하잖아. 연출이 진짜 좀 프레임 방어 해줄까? 아니면 연출 뭐라고 하지 말라고? 야 얘는 어차피 해상도 위주로 하면 프레임 방어 못해. 평점은 그냥 뭐 80점대 80점 초반대 주고 그냥 저냥 할만한 게임. 근데 느낌이 좀 1탄 때만 못하다고 해야 되나? 컨셉이나 뭐 이런 그래픽적인 면은 1탄에서 이미 다 감탄을 하고 나서라 그런가 2탄은 1탄 때처럼의 그런 느낌이 없네. 방식이 똑같아서 그렇다고요? 그런가? 바크라이 느낌이라고요? 맞아요. 1탄에서 2탄 이렇게 넘어왔으면 3탄은 솔직히 기대가 안 돼. 근데 이제 스토리 마무리를 어떻게 할지에 대한 궁금함은 있지. 여기서 말하는 게 막 겁나 짱센 애들인데 이 원시 부족들이 어떻게 막을 거냐 이런 거야 궁금증은 있는데 게임은 에일로이가 어떻게 구하냐는 거지. 네메시스 멱살 잡고 두드려 패냐고. 그냥 딱 할만하긴 한데 감동이 없네. 1탄 때의 감동이 없네. 외계 무형의 존재일 것 같아요. 데이터라고 했잖아. 그러면은 이거 기계들 다 해킹당하고 하면은 답 안 나오는 거 아닌가? 기술력으로 커버를 칠 수가 없을 텐데. 네메시스가 고장난 전자제품도 아니고 몇 대 친다고 해결되냐고. 물 부어 물 부어. 엑스컴처럼 저항군 메타로? 이제 뭐 기계가 적으로 나오는 거는 해킹당해서라고 할 거고. 그냥 너무 스토리가 약간 맵팩 마이너 버전 느낌도 나요. 최종 보스가 못 이긴 것도 있고 마지막에 이제 저항군들 모으러 가는 것도 있고 아까 전에 봤던 약간 자살 미션스러운 느낌도 있고. 네메시스의 방수방진 기능만 있었더라면. 엘리자베스도 이 정도는 생각 못했겠다. 아무튼 좀 스토리가 좀 약간 좀 그렇네. 거기다가 주인공 PC빔 맞은 것도 그렇고. 그래서 약간 편견 있는 눈빛으로 보다 보니까 자꾸 거슬리는 부분들도 몇 가지 보이고. 좀 밋밋해요. 뭔가 좀 부족해. 에일로이가 많이 먹어서 살찐 거지 PC가 아니라고? 많이 먹으면 얼굴만 살찌냐고, 광대가 찌냐고. 그래픽은 좋은데 해상도로 해서 풀로 돌리지 못한다는 것도 문제고. 프레임 드랍이 게임을 할 수 있는 수준이 아니던데? 난 전반적으로 좀 아쉽네요. 1탄 때는 와 했는데. 스크린샷 용이라고요. 하시겠어요? 사막에서 벚꽃놀이 터트릴 때 프레임 드랍 진짜 충격 먹었다고? 그니까 아니 왜 그런 식으로. 엘든링이 최고라고? 그럼 올해 고티는 살아남은 아르세우스의 승리네. 야, 아르세우스를 어디다 비벼. 이제 이대로 비주얼 개선 안하고 플스 6편으로 내도 돼서 그런 거 아니냐고? PC판 팔아먹으려고 이미 준비 다 끝난 거 같지 않아요? 언제 푸냐의 문제지. 야숨 내년으로 밀렸다고요? 판매량, 팬들 반응, 아르세우스가 압승이라고. 진짜 끔찍하다. 호라이즌 후속작은 언제 나오냐고? 이거 플스 다음 기기 나오면 나오는 거 아니야? 엘든링하고 가드오브워 고티 대결이라고? 아 근데 나는 엘든링은 고티감은 아닌 것 같은데. 한세기후. 근데 엔딩 생각보다 금방 맞네요. 나는 어제 엔딩 못 볼 것 같아가지고 자르고서 그냥 오늘 해야지 했는데, 캐릭터들 대화 안 듣고 그냥 바로 갔으면 바로 엔딩 봤겠어. 엘든이 고티감 아닌데 팬보이들이 극성이라고요? 그래, 그 극성인 사람들은 그거겠지? 무기 밸런스가 프롬의 큰 그림이었다라고 주장하는 사람들. 간 엔딩 징크스 때문이라고? 엘든링 스토리 없고 게임성으로만 평가받을 텐데 평론가들은 왜 그렇게 좋아하냐고? 평론가들이 약간 힙스터들이라서 소울라이크 좋아하잖아. 골프채. 근데 진짜로 저는 엘든링은 고티감은 아니라고 생각하는데, 경쟁작이 없다라고 하면은 고티 먹을 수도 있겠다. 데스 스트랜딩도 고티 받았다고요? 그때가 세키로랑 같이 그거였나? 난 그때는 세키로가 고티감이라고 생각했는데. 매업사 팬들 극성도도 높고 판매량도 높고 팬들 반응도 좋은 갓게임 아르세우스라고? 야 저기도 악질이 있네. 악질 대 악질의 대결이네. 프롬게임은 좀 힙스터픽이라서 고티값은 아닌데. 악질 포덕과 악질 프롬바. 아무튼 뭐 호라이즌은 할만은 한데 좀 실망스럽네요. 1탄에 비해서 나아진 점이 한 개도 없네요. 연출, 스토리는 뭐 그냥 뭐 무난한 편인데 연출이 좀 애들 대사 그렇게 고봉밥으로 먹일 필요 있냐고. 아벤자스. 아니 좀 아쉬워요. 뭔가 왜 이렇게가 최선이야 싶은 느낌. 좀 아쉽네. 그래도 나름 나름 마음에 들어하는 게임이었는데. 저건 또 뭐야? 야만주스 뭐야? 야, 너 신고할 거야. 내 목소리로 지금 뭐 한 거야? 소리 좀 키우라고? 여기서 어떻게 더 키워? 신고할 거야. 월드 오브 호러? 저것도 쿠툰쿠툰한 거잖아요. 은은하게 기분 나쁜 공포라서 재밌어 보인다고? 약간 이토준지식이지? 근데 저거는 하기가 좀 그런게 저는 이미 너무 궁금해서 다른 사람이 연재한 걸로 이미 스토리를 모두 봐버렸다고. 아니 왜? 연재 안 봤으니까 해달라고요? 아니 나는 내가 봤는데 님들 알바임. 님들도 연재 보라고. 약간 이토준지 느낌이에요. 이토준지 삘이 강해. 쿠툰 먹은 이토준지. 게임 하기 싫어서 밑박가는 거라고? 저거는 RPG 형식이잖아. 그거 대신에 썬리스씨 제대로 된 엔딩 하나 보기로 하자고요. 그럼 한 달 걸린다고? 썬리스씨는 초반에 겁나 죽을 텐데 탈출 올라오고. 공포게임 전문이냐고? 나 개쫄보라서 공포 조금이라도 섞여있으면 못해. 마작꿈인데 마작에 치자고? 아 이거 근데 마작은 봐도 모르겠어요. 근데 또 막 그런 카드게임 같은 종류에는 관심이 없어서 별로 내키지가 않더라고. 뭐 동네 한 바퀴 다 돈 거야? 카드게임이라는 게 그 돌게임 말고 막 포커 같은 거. 아마 끝나고서도 뭐야 또 있어? 진짜 길긴 기네. 아마 끝나고서도 그냥 필드 돌아다닐 수 있을 것 같아요. 진짜 뭐 이렇게 보여주고 싶은 게 많냐. 하스 확팩 거수들 나오는데 해볼 생각 없냐고? 대형목들 나온다고? 하스도 한 번 안 하니까 손 안 가더라. 쿠키라도 있냐고? 없대. 그냥 잡담한다고 켜놓은 거예요. 역시 엔딩 보고서 또 할 수 있네. 축하합니다. 파 제니스의 위협을 물리쳤습니다. 이제 자유롭게 싸돌아다니세요. 하늘 보면은 막 붉은 게 다가오고 있는 거 아니야?
What are you up to?
I'm getting a head start on looking for ways to temporarily stabilize the biosphere. We may not have Hephaestus, but I'm sure we can come up with something.
가이아 어디냐, 가이아. 하늘에 이상한 게 있긴 한데 일단 맥주나 마시자고.
Everything okay, Gaia?
Yes, it is good to be home. Although my heuristic matrix will take some time to reinitialize. I must ensure that all Zenith code has been purged from my systems.
Good idea. Take as long as you need.
몇 시간 동안 계속 하늘이나 보고 있자고? 뭐하러. 3편에서 해킹각 아니냐고? 3편에서 또 납치당하려나? 아이, 설마 또 가이아 모으기를 또 시키진 않겠지. 동료들은 저기 제 짭 빼고는 다 동맹군 모으러 떠난 것 같고. 얘네 마을 가면 걔네들 가 있을까? 가이아뿐 아니라 모든 올림푸스 주신 모으기를 드리겠다고. 거기에 북유럽까지 끼얹는다고? 스토리 깼는데도 가려져 있는 데가 상당히 많아요. 여기는 아예 뭐 손도 안 댔어. 뒤편도 있고. 아유 근데 이런 거는 나는 취향이 안 맞아. 나는 물음표 다 못 밝히겠어. 그러니까 메인만 하면은 진짜 짧긴 짧네요. 스토리랄 것도 사실 별로 없어. 그냥 소프트웨어 모으고 외계인 잡고 하는 거라. 근데 좀 아쉬운 게 막 그런 스토리적인 부분을 왜 여기에서 애들하고 썰 푸는 걸로만 해결을 하려고 했을까? 중간에 뭐 돈이 없었나요? 연출 면에서 좀 많이 아쉽네. 그래도 깨고 나서 날탈이 있으니까 돌아다니기는 편할 것 같아. 그냥 이거 타고 돌아다니면서 그냥 위에서 뛰어내리면 되잖아. 그렇게 하면 해결할 물음표 엄청 많을 텐데. PC 진하게 묻으면서 개발자 떠난 거냐고. 왜 이렇게 PC를 좋아할까? 아무튼 뭐 호라이즌은 엔딩 봤으니까 끝났고 잘 나가는 IP에 PC를 묻히면 손쉽게 오염시킨다고? 아, 난 그게 좀 이해가 안 돼요. PC, 자기네들이 말하는 그런 PC가 그렇게 대단한 거면은 그냥 새로 하나 파면은 뭐 성공시킬 자신이 있는 거 아니야? 왜 굳이 있는 거에다 자꾸 바르는 거야? PC봉 오지게 맞은 거 보니까 3편에서 네미시스가 골프채로
I'm flying up here. Better go lower.
PC 모든 게임들은 보면 다 무임승차 하려고 한다니까. 자기가 노력해서 무언가를 하려고 하질 않아요. 딱 기다려라. 좀 있으면 모던에도 환경보호단지 나와서 대먹지 못한 훈타들 훈계하는 스토리 나온다고? 아, 길드 나이트 있잖아. 길드 나이트 뒀다 어디다 쓰려고. 그리고 어차피 메카 킹용 나온다고 하면 메카 드래곤도 만들어주지. 평점 까야겠네요. 메카 드래곤이 없다니. 확실히 선명해지는데. 이거 어떡할 거야, 이거. 서양용하고 동양용하고 둘 다 괜찮지. 거대 파충류와 기계, 그리고 중갑이 아니면 멋짐을 느끼지 못하는 미치광이라고? 아니, 왜 미치광이야 이게. 멋짐을 아는 거지. 확실히 진짜 또렷해지긴 하는데 프레임이 너무 떨어져가지고. PC판을 기대하라 이건가? 공룡이나 기계 중갑 싫어하는 사람 잘 없잖냐고? 그래요. 딱 성공 포인트들만 모아놓은 거라고. 여기 뭔데 큰 애들만 돌아다니냐? 썬더버드랑 여기 앞에 또 한 마리 있잖아. 여기. 생각보다 게임 엔딩을 일찍 봐갖고 뭐 딱히 할 게 없네. 저건 뭐지? 아, 박쥐처럼 생긴 애구나. 여기 왜 등치 큰 애들이 모여있냐? 타고 있는데 걸리면은 저거 쫓아오나? 낮이어야지 이런 거 좀 봐줄만 하지. 이거 밤이니까 뭐 시커매서 별로네. 아, 그리고 이것도 열받는 게 낮밤 바꾸는 게 정해진 위치에서만 돼. 모닥불도 아무 모닥불이나 되는 게 아니야. 근데 그게 표시를 안 해줘. 어디서 바꿀 수가 있는지. 공중전이 있으면 평점 올라갔다고요? 그럼 난 토했어. 멀미 나갖고. 곰찌마도 한번 해보자고. 내가 만들어 놓는 거라고? 아니, 곰찌마도 한번 해보고 싶기는 해요. 그때 예전에는 찍먹만 해가지고 뭐 컨텐츠 하나도 못 해봤거든요. 이렇게 하면 진짜 때깔은 좋은데.
Trees as tall as towers. Staring at the sentinels.
시간 지나는 모닥불 표시해준다고. 넘어가라.
Good. Got the data.
날탈 편하지. 거의 뭐 날로 먹잖아. 시간 지나는 모닥불은 표시 어떻게 해줄까? 여기서는 딱히 표시 구분은 없는 것 같은데. 시간 변경하는 거 뭐 그런 게 있다라고 표시 따로 해주나? 모닥불 모양이 거꾸로 돼 있다고요? 뭐지? 숨은 그림 찾기인가? 그치, X가 위에 있겠죠. 집 모양 같은 거. 미확인 피난처. 피난처에서 가능한 건가? 피난처랑 섞여 있는 거.
This is the mountain road out to Noak. The rest of the stuff.
피난처에서만 바꿀 수 있나봐. 아직도 있게 하냐고요? 아니요, 엔딩 봤어요. 엔딩 보고 그냥 할 거 없어서 시간 죽이는 중이에요. 스팀 구경이야? 안 그래도 뭐 할 거 있나 봤는데 뭐 그렇게 특별한 건 없더라고. 요즘에 게임이 없어요. 맞아? 난 재밌는지 모르겠어. 보는데 별로 취향은 아니더라고. 원래 그런 쪽에 관심이 없어서 그런가 봐요. 다음 할 거? 트라이앵글 스트래티지. 디사이플스도 한번 해보고 싶고, 굶지마도 한번 해보고 싶고, 또 뭐 있을까? 그런 거 좀 하다 보면 짱구 나오나? 네, 주문했어요. 원래 뭐든 보면 재미없어. 호포에도 재미없는데 개방장 방송이랑 이악 물고 보는 거라고? 그래? 그럼 조금 더 볼래? 프레임 끊기는 것 좀 볼래? 그리고 내일 안 옴하고 휴방 아니냐고요? 아니, 배송하는 건 봤어요. 근데 안 오면 휴방할 거야. 파크라이랑 다잉라이트요? 제가 1인칭에 멀미가 있어요. 그래서 1인칭 게임은 못해요. 뭘 믿고 그런 짓 하냐고? 나 자신? 오네참 봐라. 근데 그건 너무 옛날 게임이잖아. 어지러움의 극한인 킹덤컴을 했다고? 그거 저 아마 패드로에서 괜찮았을 거예요. 그리고 그거는 근접이면은 그나마 이렇게 화면을 휙휙 돌릴 일이 없는데 총질하는 게임들 같은 경우는 화면을 휙휙 돌려야 되고 적응이 안 돼. 이런 말 할까봐 전날 마지막 5분 확인한다고. 아 프레임만 잘 방어했으면은 괜찮았을 텐데. 참 아쉬워. 햄타러 3 별로라며. 뭐 아직 멀었다고 막 그런 얘기 들었는데. 아 맞네요. 저지 아이즈도 1탄 괜찮게 했어서 2탄 할만하지. 엘든링도 멀미나서 쉬는 중이라고. 그건 좀... 야 아직 통합 캠페인, 창작마당, DLC, 버그패치, 팩션 밸런스 수정이 안 돼서 그렇지 기반은 좋다고? 뭐야 개똥 게임이잖아. 제대로 되는 게 뭐야. 그래픽은 좋다고? 야 그래픽은 얘도 좋아. 개똥 게임이면 제 취향 아니냐고요? 아니거든요. 저는 엄선된 갓겜만 하거든요. 뭐야 이거. 햄타로 왜 이렇게 반짝반짝거려. 그냥 버그라고? 버그 왜 이렇게 많아. 여기도 다시 오면은 퀘스트 줄 것처럼 얘기하던데 퀘스트 뭐 생겼을까? 개뿔 없어. 근데 그래픽은 뭐 해상도 우선 기준으로 그래픽은 좋은 편이라 이렇게 배경 구경하고 다니는 사람들은 볼만하겠다. 아무튼 뭐 더 이상 볼 게 없으니까 여기까지 합시다. 사이드캐나 뭐 이런 거 더 할 것도 아니고. 벌써 간다고? 말도 안 된다고? 아닌데? 말 되는데. 아무튼 호라이즌은 여기까지 합시다. 좀 아쉽긴 한데 그래도 뭐 요즘에 게임 가뭄이기도 하고 그냥 전향할 만한 게임이네요. 뭐 그렇게 나쁘지는 않네요. 아쉬운 점은 많긴 한데 그냥 할 만한 정도인 것 같아요. (80점짜리다) 그러고 80 초반이야. 좀 1탄에서 그렇게 개선된 것도 없고. 영혼 없는 리뷰라고요? 아니 근데 너무 좀 1탄만 못해. 그냥 1탄만 못해. 계산점 없는 거 보면 사실상 분량 빼면은 DLC 수준인 것 같다고요? 아니 그래요. 그래픽이 뭐 차세대 기기로 해서 좋아졌다라고 한들 프레임 방어도 못하는 거를 저 그래픽을 장점으로 뽑을 순 없잖아. 그래픽 그러면은 뭐 물론 성능 위주로 해도 그래픽은 나쁘진 않은데 이런 그래픽을 실제 게임에서 활용을 못한다는 거는 사실 뭐 있으나 마나한 거니까 그것 때문에 더 기분이 상하는 거지. 이 그래픽으로 프레임 방어했다? 그러면은 조금 더 점수가 좋아졌을지도? 후반부로 가면 갈수록 좀 너무 날로 먹는다는 느낌이 강했어요. 뭐 스토리 같은 것도 그렇고 너무 대충 말로 때운다는 느낌이 너무 셌어. 그리고 마지막에 막 그 공룡하고 스펙터랑 둘이 맞짱 뜨는 부분에서 진짜 좀 성의 없다라는 느낌이 들더라고. 그래서 실망이 컸습니다. 그럼 뭐 그런 거 감안해도 할만한 게임인 거는 맞으니까요. 아무튼 호라이즌은 여기까지 합시다.